12 assets that are making people rich. Assets put money in your pocket. The more assets you have, making money for you, the more richer you are. Here are 15 assets that are making the rich even richer. Number 1, cash. Straight up cash in a bank deposit is earning you interest. The downside is, the interest paid up by banks these days isn't even keeping up with inflation, but cash is still a priority. Apple, the company, has over $200 billion in cash reserves, so why do rich people keep such a good portion of their wealth in cash reserves? 2 reasons. 1, being able to access any opportunity that presents itself, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you think about it, the deal of your dreams is in front of you, and you don't have the money to take advantage of it. This is one of the main reasons why rich people save cash. And 2, the second reason is because they can get higher returns straight from cash deals. Not only do people offer better pricing for cash, but you can also lend money with high interest. This practice is called peer-to-peer lending. If you're low on income and willing to take the risk, there are plenty of platforms out there that offer peer-to-peer lending services. Basically, you lend people your money, and they pay you back with interest. The average bank is offering under 1% interest on your deposit, while peer-to-peer lending fluctuates from 7 to as high as 15 to 20%. Number 2, real estate. This is a big one. We personally love real estate. Why? Once again, 2 reasons. 1. Rent money is coming in every single month, with a minimum amount of work. 2 is appreciation. Population numbers are going up, even with the coronavirus outbreak, and more people need a place to live, or rent, so properties are constantly going up, and they forever will, making real estate one of the best investments one could possibly make in terms of real estate assets. You have 1. Residential buildings. People live in your properties and pay you rent. 2. Office buildings. People work in your property and pay you rent. 3. Commercial buildings. Businesses use your space to sell stuff and pay you rent. 4. Land, which can be cultivated, developed, or even left for appreciation. Number 3, bonds. When governments or businesses might be in need of cash, they can issue up something called bonds, which gets sold to the interested investors. Through these bonds, the government or the business vows to pay the person buying the bonds a certain amount of money every month. Generally, bonds have an expiry date on them, from 1 month up to 30 years. These are super safe investments because they're mostly backed by the government. Number 4, stocks. Stocks are an easy way for you to own a percentage of a publicly traded business. If a business issues 10 million shares, and you own 1 million of those shares, you're a 10% owner in the business. This incredible breakthrough in financial instruments has allowed the average person to own a stake in some of the most lucrative companies of our day, with very low entry barriers. Number 5, mutual and index funds. If stocks allow you to purchase shares in a company, one by one mutual funds and index funds bring in multiple companies together, so you're buying into the entire basket of companies as a whole. Why is this better? Basically, you're more diversified, so it's a safer investment to make. Number 6, equipment. Anything that generates money for you, or helps you make money faster, is considered an asset. If you're a farmer, the tractor is an asset. If you're a programmer, the laptop is an asset. If you're an Uber driver, your car is an asset. Number 7, patents. Patents are awesome for those of you unfamiliar with them. When you invent something new, you can protect your invention by filing a patent. It's a document that certifies you as the inventor and describes in detail what your invention does. With this protection in place, companies have to pay money in order to use your innovation. If they don't, you get to sue them. Patents are incredibly powerful and valuable in the business world. A single patent can make you rich, and all the best inventions are backed by patents. Number 8. Trademarks. If patents protect your invention, trademarks protect your symbols, words or phrases. It's pretty obvious why this is a big deal when it comes to the logo or the name of a brand, but here's where things get super interesting. If you own a valuable trademark that has a marketable value, you can license it to people to use it for commercial purposes, and they pay you in return. Number 9. Brand and goodwill. There are subtle differences between brand and goodwill, but both are super valuable to any business of brand. Is the footprint a company leaves in the minds of consumers, what they stand for, and why they present themselves as being goodwill? Is the emotional affection people have towards your brand? A brand is owned, it's an effort the company is making to push a particular image of itself into the marketplace. Goodwill comes from the way the company treats its customers. Number 10. People. You don't realize just how valuable an asset people are until they leave. Very few people understand that companies aren't actually real. Companies are a figment of our imagination, validated by the state companies are names, ideas, and the innovation happening under this imaginary umbrella. And who comes up with all of these? It's the people. A single person can shift a company with their ideas. Hire the right people, and they'll make you rich. Number 11. Raw materials and commodities. The price of raw materials and commodities fluctuates and varies depending on the market. If you're smart about it, you buy it when it's cheap, hold it, and sell it when it's in high demand. This applies to everything in life, from currency to oil, to gold, to crypto, to luxury cars, and art. Number 12. Books, songs, digital courses, information, or content. Information is an incredible thing to be selling, because it's infinitely scalable. You write the book once, and you can sell it 1,000,000 times. Same goes for a digital course, a song, or any other type of info or digital product. Creating and distributing such an asset increases not only the value of the business, but can make you very rich. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe us to get videos every week. www.retirementqueen.org